This team, frustrating. I don't even know what else to say. Welcome back into the Birdland Network, folks, where we talk all things Orioles and Major League Baseball. Game number 8 for the Orioles. And boy, man, today was a real frustrating game. We had Tyler Wells on the mound for the Orioles, and Falter was on the mound for Pittsburgh. And wow, I don't even know what to say. There's so many things to talk about when it comes to this game today. The Orioles mustered a measly 4 hits in 11 innings. 4 hits. They got up to the plate 37 times with 4 hits. Luckily, they only struck out 6 times, but they were lazy fly balls, lazy ground balls. They couldn't put a ball in play with runners in scoring position. They just did not do well at the plate today at all. Now, give credit to Falter for what it's worth. He pitched pretty good, but very frustrating day. They had opportunities to win this game today, and they just could not get the big hit at all. And right now, as a whole, against these teams that really the Orioles need to beat, they're not hitting at all. Gunnar Henderson 0 for 4, Adley Rutschman 0 for 3 with a walk, Ryan Mountcastle 0 for 5, Anthony Santander 0 for 4 with a run scored and a walk. Jordan Westburg's the only guy that had any kind of day. He went 2 for 5 with 2 runs scored. Austin Hayes again, no hits, 0 for 3. He's now batting .087 on the season. Cedric Mullins 0 for 3. James McCann 0 for 3. Jorge Mateo got a gift double on a ball they should have caught. Other than that, he goes 1 for 3. They just did not look good, and they haven't looked good in this entire series. I know they won yesterday on opening day, but you can't win. You can't live and die off of home runs. It's just not going to happen. They've got to find ways to score runs. 4 runs, 4 hits in 11 innings. Just not a good outing at all. Tyler Wells struggled, gave up 3 runs early, and to his credit, he kept them in the game again. And he went, 5 1/3. Again, not great. Yeah, 5 1/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earns, 2 walks. He only struck out 3. Dylan Tate, Keegan Aiken, Webb, Kimbrell, they all came in, did fine. Baumann came in the 9th and just imploded. It looked terrible. The one thing I'll say about Baumann, now I didn't see the entire game, but I saw snippets of most of it. But I did see Baumann's outing. The Orioles took a 4-3 lead into the bottom of the 10th inning, and Baumann just implodes. And there's certain things about pitch selection that bother me. And when you got a 3-ball, 2-strike count with the bases loaded and nobody out, you got to get the ball over the plate. You got to make the guy hit the ball. Period. He's got to hit the ball. Nothing good comes from a walk. Just throw a fastball and say, here it is, hit it. And if he hits it and he gets a hit, he earned it. And what does he do? He throws a slider way outside, walks in the tying run. That's the day for Baumann. Danny Colomé comes in. He pitches him out of the jam. He gets a pop-up out of Rowdy Tellez. The next guy hits a weak ground ball to third baseman Urias, who makes a nice play, gets the force out at home, and then Colomé strikes out the next guy. So he comes in, does great, but Baumann, I don't like the pitch selection there. I don't get that. Just make him hit it. I mean, Colomé did that twice on the 2 hitters he faced first, and they pop up ground ball. Make him earn it. It's just frustrating for me. And hitting-wise, again, the Orioles just can't get the big hit, and it's starting to become frustrating. These guys, we've got guys at AAA that are raking. Now, look, I get it. It's only 8 games, but the beginning of this season, this April schedule is really weak. This is a really weak enough schedule that the Orioles need to take advantage of it. Because when June rolls around, and even parts of May, it's going to get extremely tough. They've got to take advantage of these weaker teams when they have them on the schedule. Now look, they still got a chance tomorrow to go out there and win the series again. 2 out of 3 is never bad. It's a .667 winning percentage. I get it. But I always start to look at things in trends, and they're not hitting as a team at all. So hopefully things will turn around. A couple really nice plays in the outfield. Hayes made a nice catch. Santander made a nice catch. Cedric Mullins made a really nice catch. Austin Hayes and Santander. All three made really nice defensive plays. The Urias play in the 10th inning with the weak ground ball to third. Nice clean pickup. Strike to home plate to keep the game tied. That was a nice play. So defensively, they had a good game. Pitching-wise, they gave up 5 runs. I don't know. This is becoming frustrating with certain hitters on this team, where I gotta say to myself, they're not long-term answers anyway. And what are we waiting on? Why aren't we pulling these? Why aren't we pushing this button and saying, call this guy up and let this guy go? I mean, I get it. It's only 8 games, but it's starting to feel like a trend now, in my humble opinion. And again, these are against lesser teams that we really should be taking advantage of. And we're 5-3. I get it, but they could easily be 6-2, 7-1. They really could. But again, not a great day. 5-4. Pittsburgh gets the best of the O's. We'll see what happens moving forward. I got no highlights to show, really. That's why we're just going to talk about the game real fast here. But hopefully they come back tomorrow. They get the win tomorrow. We'll see. We got Dean Kramer on the mound. Hopefully he can give us a good outing. But we need the bats to wake up. We really, really do. They need to start hitting. I get it. It's cold. But they need to start hitting. So hopefully they will. But guys, if you're new here, first time in, we always talk about the games afterwards. So be sure to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It definitely helps. Baseball videos all week, pretty much most of the week, Monday through Thursday, with a live stream on Mondays. Hope you guys come for that. But again, 5-4. Pirates get the best of the Orioles. Hopefully they'll come back tomorrow and get a win. But until next time, keep rooting for those birds and take care of yourselves and each other. Bye, gang.